Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Total Realism Project, a modification for Darkest Hour, which is a modification for Hearts of Iron 2. So we've got a mod for a mod for a mod of a mod of a mod of a mod. And we are going to be playing Germany. Now, why am I playing Germany? Mostly because Germany is redonkulously difficult in this mod. It's the Soviets, like, if you can beat the Soviets, yeah, you're okay. More or less so. You're gonna get nuked by America, but you're gonna get, that's gonna happen anyway. But yes, so how do we begin here? Now in Total Realism we do start with about, what is this? Take this. 31 divisions. Some of these divisions are garrison divisions that we can't use. Right. We need to prepare the Reich. Ah dear. Germany is in such a bad situation. Oh boy. It's interesting, at the start of hostilities, the Luftwaffe was actually smaller than the combined air forces of the RAF and the French Air Force, which, due to the, German propaganda at the time, there really was this idea of inevitable defeat among the French, and just an inevitable dominance by the Reich's military. It's really incredible. I have started a new audiobook, and that's why I'm a little bit more into this side of the planet. I was into the Japanese. I've still got some books to read. I've got a hell of a lot of books to read, actually, that I would probably never have the time for. But either way, we're going to get on with this. Now, I do... You already have motorized righto. That's good for me. And I need artillery. There we go. Lovely. So we do begin with some descent here. Now then, we do have a bunch of ships being produced over here. This is basically Plan Z. That's the Z plan. So we're going to do the standard thing and cancel everything that isn't almost done already. I'm going to leave these on for the time being. I don't think I'll need too many, but it will help make the Navy more efficient, really. Right, can cancel the Admiral Hipper. Right, here we go. Right, there's some progress on this one, and not that one. So I'll cancel that. Now, submarines is something I really do want to be focusing on. Okay, everything else more or less has some progress. So we'll leave it like that then. I'm going to turn off reinforcement. I'm going to have everything basically on consumer goods. Right then, so we're going to gather the Reich's military in Berlin. Fine. Get rid of the garrison troops, that would probably help. And the troops in Berlin itself. There we go. My transports will be over here. Some there. Okay. Rebase over there. Pick up those troops. And we begin. Right. Let's see. So many units will be disabled, so armoured and mechanized units are disabled until Germany goes to war, and shows the world how to use tanks in a modern way, and not just as infantry support. If you play with Germany, building will be allowed at the end of Czechoslovakia, March 1939, or when you go to war, whichever comes first. If you play the USA, all other land units except for garrison are not allowed until you go to war. The low daily gain of manpower is intended and balanced by manpower events, which correlate with the situation of your nation. Air and naval bases may just be built using the buttons in the province screen. Building them in production tab has been disabled. Okay, well that's good to know. We will read these eventually, but not today. Okay, we're going to need this descent to start going down. Right, our policy. Now this is really going to make a big difference. Do I want to go with central planning? I'm going to go with central planning first, yes. And that will increase the total amount of IC that we actually have available. As we can see, we've gone up to 174. Trade. Okay. I'd like to stockpile oil and rares, as those are the things I'm going to need. We would, well, I'd very much like to take on Sweden. Yeah, they have a lot of metal over in the north here, especially there. Huge amounts. Okie dokie. Which is something that we really do lack. The British Naval Treaty. Okay, there we go. Battleship modernization, so we'll unlock the upgrades. Fantastic. All aboard, who's going to shore? That's a good point. Admiral Graf Spee. Germany has access to the Deutschland class pocket battleship. They offer additional range and firepower while being more expensive and slower. Okay. Combine. Separate out the armor. Excuse me. Break this up into fives. There we go. So we do have a few divisions. Well, that's the main thing there. We have a few divisions. I do have to expand the size of the actual Reich's military of the Wehrmacht. Modern Switzerland. Basically, this tells about Switzerland's ability to mobilize so many troops, and the fact that everybody basically in Switzerland has a gun. It's like the America of Europe. People are gonna absolutely crucify me for that one. Anyway, right now, I don't think I'll be invading Switzerland for a long time, if ever. I'd like to invade Switzerland. They're too bloody neutral for their own good. Okay. Now with the Total Realism project, we are going to struggle. We need the right troops to the right place. So, the good news is we need, well, this is bad news. It's just the marshes around there. It's going to be difficult to take the Soviet Union. We're really going to have to try and gain the plains. And the thing is, I'm not going to be able to build a large military consisting of infantry. I'm going to need armor and like motorized and mechanized. But that's going to cost a lot of IC. It's going to take a long time to do. So we have to play incredibly efficiently. Indeed. Right, as soon as we're rid of this bloody descent, we'll be good to go. Some upgrades are going to head there, that's okay. Now, I don't want to put troops on the border yet until I get the reoccupation of the Rhineland, just in case. Okay. The Franco-Soviet Pact ratification. So we do have some armor to begin with, which is fantastic. It really does help us out quite a lot. Now you can see here the amount of soft attack they have. That's good. We're going to have to use these bad boys. Right, here we go. Reoccupation of the Rhineland. Okay. As we gain some belligerence, we do gain some cash from that actually. We move towards interventionism. There we go, we've reoccupied the Rhineland. Now I should feel safe moving troops in here. There we go, a true reoccupation. Okay, now if you guys want to pause and read this, then do go ahead. I will not read every event as there is a lot of events. Okay. Germany sends aid to Afghanistan. It's only 400 supplies. And it gives us some relations. I don't really ever expect anything from Afghanistan, but hey. Why not? Could be of use in the future. Could. Doubt it, but could. So once the dissent is gone, we should start to build up some industry. Actually, I'm going to get rid of the dissent even faster. Yes, we'll build up some industry until 1937, I think. Or maybe mid-1937. Throughout 1937 then, I guess. 36, 37. We'll have 3 infantry divisions on the go, however. And some motorized. Need to have the ability to just produce. If I can keep some motorized going throughout the entirety, that'd be fantastic as well as infantry. There can never be a point in time where we do not have something being produced, like divisions being produced. Okay, almost ready. There we go. So I'll build industry down here. Five factories, 25. Three divisions of infantry. And there we go. Motorized. You can see that is expensive. And we can afford this. Well, we can afford a little bit more, which is good news. So what will I do then? I'll have some convoys in here for the future. Convoys will be really precious. So get some of those in there. Now we do have some more IC. I could spend it on, obviously building more IC, but the thing is, it's going to take a long time for that to really pay off. So I might actually build some planes while I have the opportunity. Air attack 15. Yeah. Now, these Focke-Wulfs are pretty damn good. The long-range fighters are pretty damn good. The thing is, though, interceptors will eat these things up. Oh, well, yeah, kinda. But it's the fact that they have range that really makes them bloody well good. You do pay for that. You most definitely do pay for that. Yeah, you can see that range. I might go for fighters, considering the fact that they can do both roles. Obviously, they will not be able to do it as well as either or, but the thing is, they'll be there in a pinch. At least I can use them if I need to as actual units to attack with. That'd be quite nice. So I'm going to have some air production going too. I will have to get some more submarines into development, but we'll have to hold off on that for the time being. Now I still do have some IC. Okay. What to build? I think I'll build some artillery. Never a bad idea. And it is quite IC intensive. Artillery and... I mean, engineers could be quite good. That could be fairly useful. AT is pretty nice as well. Good amount of hard attack there and some soft attack. Medium armor. Reconnaissance. Okay. I like the armor. The fact that it reduces that softness quite a lot is really quite bloody good. It's only a bit of icy. So I think we'll have some light armor on the go too. The good news is we'll benefit from our doctrines with that. So that's good. That's good for me. Alright, have them at the top. And we're good to go. There we go. We have some icy spare. That's okay. U-25. Right, so these are coastal submarines. So basically keep them for defensive purposes then. U-25. We have the heavy cruiser Deutschland. Oh, sorry, the Grasby of the Deutschland class. We have a large destroyer, so they will be added to the fleet. To the Baltic fleet, actually. There we go. Lovely. I should restart that artillery production. Might as well. Okay, deep logistics. Now this would be fantastic to gain. Increase the research modifier. We'll get that research out there much faster. Or a little bit faster. I mean, 8% is still a big increase. There we go. Ah, good to see that we have 2 battleships. Blue car. Indeed. So it is going to be difficult to take out France. And just the Low Countries. It's going to be difficult. I'm not going to lie about that one. It's going to be a pain in the ass. They are very bloody difficult. General Weaver. However. Weaver? Right, Sino-German cooperation. Send von Falkenhayn to supervise the training of the Chinese army. Yup, we'll do that. Now we're going to have a few events here, basically, with trade with China and the Japanese. But the thing is, we are going to continue that trade and gain as many rares as absolutely possible, as we're going to need them, as we'll run out fairly quickly. I need to conserve as much fuel as absolutely bloody possible. Otherwise we will have problems in the future. And it's going to be difficult to solve them if I can't gain access to oil. So the thing is, we are going to have to try and really make it to Baku. Or Baku. Baku, Baku, Baku. Go with Baku. Okay, Italy did well. Yeah. When we do form the actual Axis of Nations, I don't think I'll call them into the war against the Soviet Union. I just don't think it'd be worth it. It really wouldn't. I'd rather keep them out of the war, because the fact is they can't move through here then. And they're fully able just to keep on building their strength, and just to keep on building up the amount of oil they can give us. Right, the Austro-German agreement, yep, okay. And again, if you'd like to read this, do go ahead and pause right now. Good. News from the world. But I'm happy about these airplanes. There we go, the Spanish Civil War has broken out. We shall prepare the Condor Legion. Germany controls the Spanish army. I might do. Could be something to do while we wait for time to go and buy. Okay. Now the thing is, if the nationalists can just cut off one of these provinces, then they could cut off these troops in the north, more or less. I mean, they would have the naval supply, but that doesn't really help them too much. Well, it does to a degree, of course, as they're still getting supplies, but not as many. Oh, lovely. The Berlin Olympics. No good. Now, the thing is, I really have to be careful with my manpower. My manpower is finite, like any other nation's. But the thing is, I'm going to have to use all of my manpower. Especially in, like, grinding attritional conflicts. Which is no doubt going to be the vast majority of the war in Russia. Yeah. I guess I misread the option to control the Spanish army. Oh well. Extremely fast. There we go, can't waste a second. Radar is something I really do want. I'll go with the radar. There we go. So what we'll have to do then is basically protect the Ruhr Valley area, where the majority of our industry is, or was historically. Yeah. Decent amount of submarines, which is always a good thing. I'll sort out these. Ah, right. A 4-year plan. Yes, we will do that. So go towards central planning. And there we go. Lovely. Now this is a good thing. We'll benefit from the upgrades to our tanks, which is fantastic. Now I could gain this, which I will start to research, probably with another tech team. There we go. Heinz Guderian. Multi-role 1937. There we go. And we have some more mobile forces, which is fantastic. We really do need them. So if we can get the serial production going, that will be fantastic. I mean, they're nowhere near as powerful as armoured, but that's obviously the point. The fact is, they're not really meant to be the ones who punch through. The thing is, it's meant to be the infantry that punch through. The infantry punch through, and then armoured and motorised go in there, they get around the enemy. Okay, 1938 technologies. Mechanized industry, agriculture is some way away. Okay. I'll go for the amphibious maneuvers, because this is going to be something that I will use in the future. So if I can get that research on time, that will be nice. Okay. Anti-Comintern Pact proposed to Japan. Yep. Now we do have some spare IC. .5 IC. Oddly, don't have the torpedo attachment, which is odd. I guess they already have it. Which would make sense. Okay. Go big or go home. Only 11 IC. That is a significant amount of submarines, but the thing is, once we get these submarines out there, they're going to be able to operate in huge wolf packs, which is what we want from the beginning. And the greatest thing about them is if I have them attack at night and that sort of thing, we can try and pick off some of the Royal Navy. It takes far too long to build large capital ships. That's why the vast majority of the time it would make far more sense to start building your capital ships between wars or basically during peace, because they take a long time. It's not something that you can basically throw together. Whereas like destroyers and other ships like that, smaller ships, they can be thrown together in a decent amount of time. Obviously they're not easy, but they can be thrown together faster than a capital ship can. Okay. I'll upgrade the anti-air. That's going to be something I'm going to need. So it'll be good to have it up to date. Okay, radar warning sites. And towards central plan we go. Now we are in 1937. We can safely start researching this. Because our tech teams are so bloody well good, we can do that. There we go. Now, how goes the Civil War? Not well. Not well. Is the safest way to put it. Not well. Okay. Achtung Panzer. Now I'm going to enable auto-spying. But I'm going to have my priority all on the Soviet Union. Sabotage industry. Okay. I go for these basically. Just need to try and sabotage the Soviet Union. But lastly, we're coming towards the end of the episode, so thank you so very much for watching the first part of this new series, I suppose. And so until next time, guys, thank you and goodbye. Have a great day wherever you are.